So then, um, two that I have always kind of paired together. Um, Visarvagan from Dunyan's Tio Batar, Swedish band that I love a lot. Very like kind of jazz rock. This has a very Nordic, like being wrapped in a sweater vibe. It's got flute and violin, and it's very like sweet and tender. So I liked it coming after the end, because it was a little bit of uplift. It was a little bit of like hot chocolate after you left the scary movie.
Yeah, like stylistically, it reminds me of Little Tybee from Atlanta.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but but then conceptually, the whole me and you talk about stuff like this all the time, but like the idea of Swedish bands borrowing American musical concepts and then doing them even better than the concepts that they got them from. So like them with kind of this psych and folk stuff
Mm-hmm.
also made me think of like another band we could talk about forever, Graveyard, a
Oh
very
my
Swedish
God.
band who sounds like they've been playing the blues their entire lives, right? And it's like
Yep.
something happens and they're able to actually grab whatever important piece of culture they need to bring back into their music. And some of these Swedish bands just nail American music culture in really strange ways.
I don't know what it is about their culture, and I'm gonna hugely generalize right now, right? But like thinking about the through line of all of those bands that we like across a lot of different genres, they, for a society that is trying really hard to achieve utopia, these bands play pain really well. There's like
Yeah.
or maybe it's not pain, it's like a world weariness, a wisdom. They've seen it all, they know it all, and they got the systems around it. But like, yeah, Graveyard is one of the best things smoking right now. Like great blues vocals and ripping licks, and Dunyan on the jam kind of folk psych side. And they've gotten jazzier as they've gone on, and they've done some score work. Um, but Dunyan, our friend Jason Krutsky, who was in a band called Stone Rider and is a great songwriter and musician in his own right, I think Dunyan is probably one of his favorite bands. Um, so they could easily be slotted in with like The Dead or CSNY, or they could go some weird places that you might not put them otherwise because they're so Swedish and other, and
Yeah.
they don't get talked about in kind of the same context. But like, if jam bands were cool, they'd be more like Dunyan, I think.
Checks out.
Um, so then from Dunyan, I went to Alan Gorger. I don't speak French, and my wife does, and I'm going to embarrass myself. But the Planet Sauvage, with the soundtrack with the famous drawing of the blue alien on the cover, just an absolutely phenomenal score. So La Femme is my favorite cut from that, and I debated what from the like Alan Gorger, David Axelrod, the like kind of 60s mod. I love all of that big Hollywood of the 60s sounding stuff. Where you contrast that with the original In Sound from Way Out thing that I was talking about, where it's like the XYZ of the future of the 60s. This was like the timeless thing that wound up sounding futuristic. Just super rad.